We were discussing about the various sections of garde manger, and the first section is cold sauces and soups. In that, we are looking into the various types of cold sauces: cold emulsified sauces, dairy-based sauces, contemporary sauces, salsas, coulis and purees, coating sauces, and miscellaneous sauces are the various types of cold sauces. First one, cold emulsified sauces. Emulsified sauces such as mayonnaise, vinaigrette, lemon dressing, etc. are examples of this one. This is basically a section which is dealing with the cold sauces which is made by the emulsification process. Emulsification basically refers to the process of making an emulsion by two insoluble or immersible liquid. By using an external catalyst or external action, we are mixing together these two liquids to make an emulsion. For example, in case of mayonnaise, egg yolk and oil were the two liquids, and using whisking we are making it into a single emulsion. So all the emulsified sauces, cold sauces, comes under this category. Second one is the dairy based sauces. As the name describes, these are the cold sauces made by dairy products. Basically these are of two types: cream based and cheese based. Cream based basically means in these cold sauces the basic element is cream, such as acidylated cream, sour cream are examples of this one. And the second one is cheese based. In cheese based, any kind of cheese will be the main ingredient of these sauces. Examples are blue cheese dressing, cream cheese, etc. Third one is the contemporary sauces. These sauces complement the dish by enhancing the flavor, but the difference is that it has no relation with the mother sauces or its derivatives. The major difference with mother sauces are contemporary sauces usually took less time for the preparation, whereas in case of mother sauces we took a little bit more time. And contemporary sauces are lighter in color, texture, and flavor compared to mother sauces. And the third difference is that the major thickening agent used in mother sauces are based on or roux based. In case of contemporary sauces, the thickening agents used are emulsions, modified starches, or any kind of reductions. So there are various examples for contemporary sauces. First example is pesto sauce. As we all know, pesto is an Italian sauce or a dip made from basil, garlic, parmesan, pine nut, and olive oil. It is pounded using a mortar and pestle, and it is preserved in olive oil. Here you can see the picture of pesto, and this is the mortar and pestle. And here you can see the garlic, parmesan, basil leaves, and this is a pine nut, and it's quite expensive. I think 1 kilogram costs around 8,000 rupees in India. Next example is the mint sauce. It's a classical accompaniment of a roasted lamb, and it is made by the reduction of vinegar and sugar, and to that we are adding chopped mint leaves. The specialty is that we need to serve it immediately, otherwise it will lose its flavor and its color. It turns blacks. Here you can see the picture of lamb chops or lamb chops which is roasted, and mint sauce also. And once it is in a full rib we call it as lamb rack, and once we cut into small pieces or single pieces it is called as lamb chops. Next example is apple sauce. It is a classical accompaniment of roasted pork. It is made by cooking the peeled apple with cinnamon sticks, sugar, and other flavorings. It is a classical or slightly sweetish accompaniment for roasted pork. Here you can see roasted pork with apple sauce. Next example is the bread sauce. Bread sauce is a classical accompaniment of roasted chicken. It is made from the breadcrumbs without crust, and it is mixed with milk, cloves, and other seasonings. And here you can see the picture of roasted chicken with a bread sauce. So these are the major examples of contemporary sauces. Next one is salsa. Salsa is actually a Mexican origin, and it is made from uncooked chopped fruits or vegetables. It includes an acidic medium such as citrus juice, vinegar, or wine, etc., with a sharp flavor with lots of spices and herbs. And the examples of salsas are tomato salsa, pineapple salsa, mango salsa. And tomato salsa is made by chopping onion, tomato, green chili, garlic, olive oil, lemon juice, and cilantro. Here you can see the picture of tomato salsa. It is normally served as a dip or a sauce along with various Mexican as well as other dishes. Here you can see the chips, tortilla chips, that is called as nachos. So nachos and salsa is one of the famous snack from Mexico. Next one is coulis and purées. In olden days, the concept was reduced to puree is called as coulis, and any kind of puree or any kind of paste of raw ingredients can be termed as purees. But nowadays, the term puree is frequently used as interchangeable with coulis because nowadays we call both cooked as well as uncooked purees as coulis or even purees. Examples are bell pepper coulis, pureed sauces, etc. Here you can see the picture of bell pepper coulis, which is made by roasting the bell pepper and pureeing and reducing it with various flavoring and seasoning agents. Next one is the important one, coating sauces. These sauces are used to give a glaze coating over cold food products. And there are basically two types. Chaud-froid. It is pronounced as chaud-froid. That means hot and cold. Chaud-froid. Because it is prepared as hot and we are using it as cold. It is made by adding gelatin to warm sauces such as demi-glace, bechamel, velouté or any kind of warm sauce. And once it reaches room temperature, we can pour it over cold food products such as galantine, ballotine, roulade, etc. And it will coat over that food product and provide a glaze coat. And the next one is aspic, which is also called as clear coating sauce, and it is made by clarifying stock or reducing the clarified stock, and to that we are adding gelatin. And once it reaches the room temperature, we can pour it over cold food products, and it will create a glaze as well as transparent coating over that food. Here you can see a chicken breast coated with chaud-froid. It is basically bechamel chaud-froid because it is white in color. And here you can see a chicken coated with aspic. It is well glazed and transparent so that we can understand that it is made of aspic. Last one is the miscellaneous sauces. The gut manager is responsible for preparing other cold sauces also, which one comes under the above category. That sauces are categorized as miscellaneous sauces. Examples are Kimberland sauce, Oxford sauce, horseradish sauce, satay sauce, etc. Kimberland sauce and Oxford sauce are slightly sweetish sauce made from red currant. And horseradish is a highly flavored root, similar or looks like radish but have a strong flavor. And satay sauce is basically a sauce normally serves with the satay dishes from Thailand. And satay sauce is normally made with our peanut based sauce. So these are the 7 categories of cold sauces. Next we are moving to cold soups. So normally the section of cold sauces and soups together prepare sauces as well as soups. In this section various cold soups were prepared. Gazpacho, vichyssoise, cold mint soup are examples of this. In case of cold soups there are various categories such as or basically 3 categories: vegetable or fruit based, cream style and clear cold soup. Vegetable or fruit based cold sauces means we are pureeing the cold sauces. So gazpacho also comes under this category. Melon soup, all kind of fruit soups where comes under this category. And the second one is the cream style. Cream style basically means we are thickening the soup with any kind of sauce base such as bechamel, velouté or espinol. Vichyssoise, chilled edamame are examples of this. Edamame basically means small soya beans which we are making into puree and thicken with sauces. And the third one is a clear cold soups, means the cold soups are thin and clear, and it is cold in nature. Jellied consomme are example of this category soup. So here we wind up with the cold sauces and soups. Any questions?